What's going on, guys? It's Rannerz here. Today I've got my custom tactics for the 4-2-3-1. As you can see, I'm currently at 2,415 skill rating, which is just inside Division 1. I just got this yesterday, I think, so only been in here a day. But when you get this high, most of the draws that you get actually just lose you points, so it gets really difficult to just even maintain points, never mind keep climbing the ladder and get into Division 1, so I'm pretty happy I got hit this early in FIFA. But so basically I started in the 4-3-2-1, and in FIFA 19 you can just simply go to custom tactics and you can set up a game plan. So what this allows you to do is, here I have it set to the defensive, which means you just have to change your mentality to defensive in game, and it'll automatically, your team will change the formation selected. So you no longer have to pause and actually manually change it every single time you start a game. So it's a lot faster and just a lot easier, and cuts out that initial pause used at the start of most games. So we'll just go into the formation here. So my defensive style, I have press after possession loss, which means as soon as you lose the ball, you'll literally, all your players will try and kind of rush at the ball and try and get it back really fast, and then if that doesn't work, they'll just back off then eventually. But defensive style is something that really is a personal sort of option, because like if you play very passive defense, you should have drop back on rather than something else. Like if you if you're not gonna press, there's no point having press after possession loss, because what that'll do is just move your players around, and there's no point in that because you're not gonna be manually doing that either. So it's just useless. So you just have to actually figure out which suits your playstyle best for this. But anyways, I press after possession loss. So then for this is defensive width and depth. Here I just have middle width, mainly because 4-2-3-1 is kind of like that medium size. It's not completely wide, but it's not an out formation either. And that can just defend against pretty much every formation. And then the depth is on 4. So this means my team does sit back a bit, because it is more of a defensive formation anyways. So this just kind of makes it a bit more compact. Then on the offense, I just run balance, because once again, the 4-2-3-1, it's got the width in it, but not that much. So, and it doesn't have 2 strikers on a cam, so you don't want to be using fast build up with it, because people just get lost when you do this. And then possession you could play, but if you're playing for possession, I would play the 4-2-3-1 wide, because it would just work a bit better. So balance is really the way to go. And now for width and players in the box, I have them nearly maxed, and that's because the formation is a bit too narrow for a wide formation, so I do like it being a bit wider. So you can actually go down the line. And then I like a lot of players in the box, because crosses in this game, for whatever reason, are just way better than last year. So I do like crossing it in a lot, plus I have Ronaldo in the box, which helps. And then sometimes with it being this high, like Vieira or somebody else can get in the box as well, so it just gives me a lot of options. Then for corners and free kicks, I both have them on 2, and now that's because, once again, this is a Ronaldo factor, so it may not be relevant to you, but for corners, I'm just hitting it to Ronaldo anyways, so it would be a waste having a lot of players in the box when I'm just aiming for one player every single time. And what this allows you to do is actually be able to defend the corner counter attack a lot easier, and same goes for the free kicks. So moving on to formations, this is where you can actually select what formation you want. So here you would pick the 4-2-3-1 if you're copying me, and then you can press Y or triangle on PlayStation, and that will allow you to swap the players around, because they won't be already in the right positions probably. But then moving over to instructions, so I do have getting behind on Ronaldo, and that's all I have. And then moving to the cams, I have Neymar come back on defense, because I like him a bit further back to start the attack. And then I have my left and right cam on stay forward, so I can actually counter attack a lot easier in this formation. And then my CDMs are pretty standard, same as the fullbacks. They both have stay back while attacking. So this is just to once again stop that counter attack and just be defensively solid like you should be in this formation. And then moving on to roles, this is obviously personal preference, but I just always like to have the left corner by a right-footed player and the right corner by a left-footed player. So I recommend doing that if you can. Also for player roles, you do actually have to just do them in the normal custom tactics screen. You can't do it in the game plans tactics screen for whatever reason. So make sure you do that first of all. So that is pretty much my custom tactics. So this is what got me to Division 1. Anyways, obviously ability and team is a huge factor as well, but maybe these custom tactics help you out a bit. And thanks for watching.